What's up, everybody? Coach Megan coming live today from Get Fit. Get Fit itself. It is dark. It feels so late right now. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I'm popping on a teensy bit early because I'm eager to get started. It's been a while since I've been live, and I just have so much to share. This is a scheduled live, and it's all about 10 tips to survive the holidays and still get results. So oftentimes this is right after Halloween and between Halloween and New Year's. The average weight gain of folks can be all the way up to 10 pounds. And because life gets busy and there's events and there's all this food that's accessible, but I want to encourage you today that you can have all of the foods and you can go to all of the events and you can live your best life. And still get results. So we're going to talk about all of those things, and I hope that you jot a few things down and feel encouraged this holiday season. So without further ado, we are going to go with number 1 out of 10. Number 1 is to plan ahead, and maybe that gives you a little head shake situation. You're like, no duh, Megan, I wish I could plan ahead. Life just happens sometimes, right? And I get that. So let's not think about the things that pop up. Let's think about the things that we know are going to happen, like an event or a potluck or a party or whatever. We know when those things are going to happen. So if we use our mornings or whatever time the event is not, use some part of that day to choose lower calorie options, work on getting enough protein in so that you can just enjoy yourself at the event or the party that you're going to. Maybe you can bring a healthy dish to share. That way you have something that is a healthy choice to put onto your plate. And other things, right, are like bring your lunch to work, bring your breakfast to work. How many days a week are you getting takeout? Because those calories add up quick. So if we can plan ahead and we can bring our lunch or our breakfast with us to work or wherever we're going, we will be more on track and more apt to be in that lower calorie, higher protein phase that helps us to stay on track and get results. So some of the tricks that I like to do in terms of planning ahead is one, you can make your lunch the night before. You can make your breakfast the night before. I will say that egg bowls are one of the things that I like to make in advance, and they do heat up really, really nicely the next day. So again, if we're talking about planning ahead and we're talking about, hey, I know that I'm going to be going to a party, maybe you're going to be consuming a lot of calories, you're going to be consuming a lot of alcohol, you can make swaps in the morning, right, to be sure that, again, you're in like a lower calorie, staying as much in a deficit as you can before leading into that party. So some simple swaps could be like, instead of having an egg bowl with actual eggs, maybe you could swap that to some egg whites because those are lower in calories. Or maybe you can forego the Starbucks coffee or the Dunkin' Donuts coffee that might be higher in calories, and maybe bring a black coffee and put some protein powder in it instead. So making these small little swaps and planning ahead will help you to stay lower in your calories, higher in that protein, so that you can be on track. So that's number 1, is planning ahead. 2 is to recognize your weakness and your triggers. So think about, is there like a specific meal or a specific day of the week where it all just goes to hell in a handbasket and you're just like, throw the towel in, you're like, I did great Monday through Wednesday. Thursday comes around and it's like, oh my God, everybody at the office is going out for drinks, or, oh, life got so crazy, I didn't bring my lunch with me, and so I'm going to get takeout or whatever. Identify your triggers, your weakness. Where are you consistently coming up short, and what is the trigger that's kind of messing with your week, and how can you, when you're out of the moment, recognize that and come up with solutions to help you. So again, I use the takeout as an example, because especially if you are somebody who has a goal to lose fat, improve your body fat composition, lose weight, then one of the things that you are going to want to focus on is eating in a calorie deficit and making sure that you're getting enough protein. So I'm going to I should have probably started with this, but here we are. Eating in a calorie deficit is the science of losing fat. So that's eating less than what you're expending. And eating enough protein is making sure that you're hanging on to your lean mass, and if not even better, growing that lean mass, and that's going to impact your body fat percentage. So those are some things that you can work on if you have a goal of improving your body fat or losing weight. But so all of that to say that takeout often messes with a calorie deficit because we don't know how many calories we're taking in, and it's probably more than what you think. Even some of those healthy options that you feel like are healthy often are packed with calories. And I'd like to use the example of 110 Grill. I love 110 Grill so much. What I love about them a lot is that they put their calories right on their menu. And sometimes when you're checking out their menu and you feel like you're going to order something healthy, you're like, what? How does that salad have 1,000 calories in it? How is that possible? So I just want to bring that awareness, right? Awareness precedes change. So if you're aware of how often are you getting takeout, because that could really be messing with your results. So recognize where your weakness is, what your triggers are, and when you're out of the moment, think about some solutions to help you get through it, right? Bring your lunch with you, bring your breakfast with you, make plans or whatever with a buddy or something where you can not go out for drinks or whatever, every single Thursday or, Thursday, Friday, whatever it is. So that's number 2. Number 3 is give yourself permission to enjoy the parties and events. And I know you might be like, Megan, you just told me like all these things not to do, but I really think it's important that if we plan for it and we recognize our triggers, that we can, in fact, enjoy the events. We can enjoy the parties, the potlucks, all those things. And it might help to give yourself a little bit of a pep talk on the way to your party. Like, be like, I'm going to let loose. Maybe you saved up calories or whatever to go to this party, or maybe you didn't. And who cares? I just go to the party and enjoy it. Here's the most important thing I'm going to say. One party, one event is not going to damage your results. A pity party after the event or the party will ruin your results because your pity party then carries on, right? So you are like, oh, I screwed it up. Like, oh, I was so bad. I screwed it up. So, I'm going to start again on Monday. Or, oh, I'm not losing any weight. I'm not getting results. So, like, screw this. It's not working. So remember that consistency is the key to results. So if you're not consistently going to a party or you're not consistently going to an event every other day or whatever, then you're good. Like, enjoy yourself at the party or the event. Make the wise choices if you can, if you want to when you're there, but otherwise just like always know that you have an opportunity to get back on track, and leaving yourself in that pity party will ruin your results. So get yourself out of it after that party and just get back on track. So that was number 3, is give yourself permission to enjoy the parties. We are all going to be going to a lot of parties, a lot of events over this holiday season. So just enjoy it and get back on track. Here's number 4. Do not bash your body. So, for example, I'm such a cow. I'm a pig. I ate like a pig last night, or I'm so fat. All of those things are unproductive to start. Also, reinforcing negative beliefs about your body is not only unproductive, but it also paves damaging neural pathways in your brain to continue getting further and further away from your goals. So you might have heard the phrase, you are what you eat. No, you are what you repeat. That's the Megan catchphrase there. You are what you repeat, your patterns, your habits, your beliefs. So just getting into some like super geeky brain science here, right? So your brain and the neural pathways in your brain are paved by what you do over and over and over again. So if you are constantly calling yourself fat, or you are constantly, sort of like redirecting and trying something new and being overall inconsistent, you're never going to get to the goal that you want to be. You have to actually be consistent to pave those neural pathways and pave those beliefs and those patterns to get to the change that you're trying to achieve. So consistency, consistency is the key to results. I say that all the time, but there's a lot of science behind that about paving the neural pathways in your brain to create those beliefs, those patterns, and those habits. So don't bash your body, because the more you bash your body, the more you call yourself, hey, I'm so fat, the more you're just gonna, what you're going to believe that you are. And so you're never going to get to the goal that you're trying to achieve because you're always believing and calling yourself these horrible things. So instead, you are what you repeat. So those patterns, those habits, all of those things, focus on that and don't speak negatively to yourself about your body, because it's so unproductive. It is so unproductive. It's not going to, like, when has it ever been helpful to call yourself fat and get to where you're trying to go? Absolutely never. I tell my kids all the time, the worst F word that can ever come out of their mouth is calling themselves fat. I'd rather them say the other one than fat all day, every day, twice on Sundays. That's right, I said it. So that's number 4, is do not bash your body. Unproductive, completely unproductive. Here's the other one is number 5 is don't call yourself bad or a cheater. So again, completely unproductive, and also creating unnecessary guilt and shame around food. Food doesn't have feelings for you. Food has no feelings. So it can't be good or bad. And it doesn't make you a cheater. It makes you a person who eats food and enjoys to indulge every now and then. And again, remember that you are what you repeat. So don't call yourself a cheater. Don't call yourself fat. Don't associate food with good and bad. There's choices that are maybe productive towards your goals, and there's choices that maybe were unproductive towards your goals. But know that there's always an opportunity to get back on track, because remember, results are damaged when you throw yourself a pity party. You always have an opportunity to get back on track and recognize your weaknesses and your triggers and solve those problems. Number 6, especially during the holiday season, be mindful of liquid calories. So going to these parties, going to these events, a lot of times there's alcohol, there's eggnog, there's hot chocolate, there's whatever. I don't know how many calories are in any of those things, but I do know that those are high in calories. And some of those, like super fancy Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts drinks that come out in the holiday season, are packed with calories. So if you have a goal of losing fat, losing weight, building lean mass, I'm not saying never have one of those drinks. I'm saying maybe don't have those drinks every day, because you might be surprised how many calories are in them, and those calories count, and it's not going to be productive towards your goal. So plan for those things, right? Plan ahead. Oh my gosh, you see how I'm repeating some of these habits? Is plan ahead, have them, enjoy it, save up for them, and adapt as you need to so that you can continue to get results through the holiday season. Number 7 is plan your workouts. It's busy for everybody. Everybody's got shopping to do. Everybody's got parties, events. Everyone has end of year planning, all the things. There's sports, there's different events at school, concerts for the kids. There's all the things. Everybody is busy. You know you're going to be busy. Take a look at your calendar on Sunday and plan out your workouts. It doesn't have to be at the same time every day. If something's in the way, you can adjust your workout to go later or to go earlier or whatever. And you might have to sacrifice a little bit of sleep, but if you have a goal to lose fat and build muscle and get results, you don't want to be skipping on your workouts. And not to mention, you're going to feel more stress and you're going to feel guilt and you're going to feel anxious. So plan your workouts. If you're plan ahead, it's all about, put it in your calendar, put it in your phone so that nothing else goes in that spot. If you're a Get Fit client, then you got 8 classes to choose from. You tell me, what else is in your way at 5 a.m. besides their eyelids? Nothing. So unless you're here at 5 a.m. Or, we go all the way up to 6:45 at night, right? Or if you're not a Get Fit client, a lot of those gyms are 24 hours. Plan it and adjust as you need to. Don't skimp on your workouts even if it's like a body weight workout at home. Something is better than nothing. And be honest with yourself and your excuses. Like, is it an excuse? Like, can you really not go? Can you really not get to the gym? Or like, did you like not feel like, coming at 6:45 at night because that's like so late? So be honest with yourself. And if it's important to you to lose fat, build muscle, and get results, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. Number 8, 9, and 10 are all very simple-ish. Simple in terms of not a lot of words. Number 8 is prioritize your protein. So protein at every meal, right? To make sure, again, that you are on track to build muscle, right? Which is going to impact your body fat percentage, which is going to keep you full longer. All those things are great. It doesn't have to be meat either, right? There's a lot of things that have a lot of protein in them that are not meat, to include protein powders, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, edamame. Those are just to name a few that come right off the top of my head. Those things, prioritize your protein to make sure that you are staying satiated longer and on track and lower in calorie, right? So that's number 8. Number 9 is to have a colorful plate. So, right, you prioritize your protein and then colorful plate. Get some veggies in, right? If you are going, especially if you're going to an event, right? An event, a party, something, colorful plate. Protein, colorful plate. That's going to help you stay low in calories. Those veggies, the fruit is low in calories. So that way you're saving up some calories to indulge and still get results during the holiday season. And number 10 is to get your steps in. I know that it was 80 degrees today, but I know that it's getting colder and it's harder to get steps in, especially outside when it's really stinking cold out. Maybe you have a sedentary job where it's hard to get steps in, but I would challenge you to, if you know what's on the side, if you don't have a watch, maybe get one. Check out what you got going on for steps now and aim to get just 500 more a day, 500 more a day. Or on those days again where you have events, things like that going on, aim for the full, aim for 10,000 steps, get some movement in to make sure that you are burning those calories, team. So those were 10 pretty quick and simple tips to help survive the holiday season and still get results. I want to encourage you, if you are currently in a training platform right now, you're currently training, don't stop during the holiday season. Don't stop when it gets busy. Plan for it. You will regret it. You will regret it if you let it slip. I promise you. And if you're not currently in a training program or consistently going to the gym, I want to challenge you to do it now during the busy season. Do not wait until the new year. Get yourself just a couple weeks, months ahead of what everybody else is going to do on the first of the year. Follow through. These habits, they are sustainable and they are not restricted, right? You can enjoy the parties, enjoy the alcohol. I'm going to. But we need to learn how to save up for these things and plan for these things so that we don't just throw our results in the trash can because we went to an event or whatever. We are throwing ourselves this pity party. We've got to learn to work around it because life is going to continue to happen even after the holidays. So we've got to learn how to work with it and still get results. You can do this. Believe me. I'm telling you, we got this. And if you need help with that, please reach out. I'm going to drop a few little secrets. One is that we have some Black Friday specials that are going to come out on Black Friday. They will be available for 24 hours and 24 hours only. They're all set to shut off at midnight. And one of those things includes some, I can't tell you, it includes some nutrition coaching with yours truly. It also, there's a lot of other, that's when my virtual programs are all going to drop. Also, they will be discounted massively. So if you are looking to get into a program, you need some coaching, or you're not local, check those things out because they all can be done from afar. And if you are local and you've been watching, make sure you still watch the Black Friday sales because there's some serious stuff that's going to drop. And again, 24 hours only is what it will be available for. And then finally, guys, we have a pop-up workout on Monday, Veterans Day. It's at 8:30 a.m. If you want to jump in on that, whether you are a client, a family, friend, follower, whatever, we would love to have you. It's $10 and we're going to be donating the proceeds to Hidden Battle Foundation, which supports our veterans. So team, thanks for popping on today. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have questions about anything that I said or you want some additional information or encouragement, always reach out. My inbox is always available to you and I'm glad to chat. I hope you guys have a great night and we'll chat soon.